Namaskar. Welcome to the latest edition of Organizer This Week. In the last few days, the country has witnessed a series of violent incidents, burning of trains, public properties, etc. etc. First, it was on the alleged controversial remarks made by now expelled BJP leaders Nupur Sharma and Naveen Jindal by Islamists who were demanding their heads for derogatory remarks against the Prophet. Strong actions by certain state governments managed to quell the violence. Soon after that, there were massive violent incidents across the states over the Agnipath scheme launched by the central government. Going by the nature of violence, it is clear that the violence was orchestrated by a certain vested interests and fueled by opposition parties. Our editorial takes a strong view of the violence and tells political parties, though it might help them in the short term, it will ultimately hurt the democratic system in the country. This week, we have something exclusive for you. Organizer editor Profil Aketkar spoke to VHP President Sri Alok Kumarji in the wake of Gyanvapi and Nupur Sharma episodes. In the freewheeling interview, Sri Alok Kumar says the Hindu society has not forsaken the demand for Kashi and Mathura, and these were, are, and will continue to remain on the agenda of the Hindu society. On the Nupur Sharma issue, Sri Alok Kumar said Islam cannot impose censorship upon Hindus. He candidly said VHP stands for freedom of expression, which includes the right to ask questions and make comments. Our columnist Shashank Shekhar Panda, in the context of Nupur Sharma episode, analyzes how global web of Islamist intifada and Western colonization is regrouping to strike back at the emergent Atmanirbhar Bharat to destroy our country. The demographic situation is in several districts of Bengal is alarming, and Islamist forces like Popular Front of India are trying to fish in the troubled waters. Debjani Bhattacharya analyzes how these outfits have co-opted so-called secular Hindus to achieve their agenda of Islamization of Bengal. Also, the Narendra Modi government has completed 8 years in office. Shehzad Poonawalla and Ashwini Kumar analyze the groundbreaking changes that had happened in the last 8 years. Even after 70 years of independence, we have not been able to effectively counter the Hindu-phobic narrative in the Western academia and intellectual circles. This is a major drawback as far as Hindu society is concerned. Then we have how Sushasan continues to be a far cry in Bihar is the focus of an article by Digvijay Singh and Ananta Prakash. Sharmi Adhikari looks at how some of the serials which tells the stories of grassroots India are catching the imagination of Indian audience on OTT platforms. We have reports on the Environment Summit organized by organizer Panchajanya family recently. Apart from that, we have regular columns like Book Review, Unsung Heroes and Defense Camp. Another highlight of this edition is a supplement on women. It is called She the Shakti. Unlike Western feminism, which draws its strength from male-female conflict, Bharatiya feminism believes in the complementary roles of masculine and feminine aspects. Hence, we have something called Ardhanarishwara concept. We have very powerful and erudite women in the past like Sita, Draupadi, and Maitreyi. We have an article on schemes launched by central government aimed at enhancing the health of women and children. Then we have another article on the concept of motherhood in Sanatan Dharma. I hope you all like the latest edition. Help us with your comments and feedback. Write to us. Thank you once again for watching the program. Thank you.